So we are moving on to the next stage. Like imagine you are an entrepreneur, a owner, a proprietor, or you are a part of the top management. You want to hire 100 managers for your company. Why do you hire 100 managers? You want them to work on the machines? You want them to clean the floors? No.
Sir,
You
I had
want
one
them.
query, sir.
Yes, please.
What is the employee role, sir? In that you have explained, sir, customer, process, employee. If their centric point will lead by Six Sigma. How the employee?
I said employee requirements, because employee or the process owner who run the process, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
So the employees will also have certain requirement. So you need to understand and then deliver their requirement. Only when you deliver the requirements of your employees, they can run the process properly. And again, your process will have its own requirement.
Yes, sir.
Like the temperature and pressure. For
Yes,
example, you consider me now. I'm just delivering the lecture.
Yes, sir.
Delivering the lecture. And now, do you think I do have certain requirement?
Definitely.
I want all of you to say yes or no to me very often.
Yes.
If none of you say yes or no, then I will simply lose the interest talking to the monitor continuously. And
Yes,
also, I required a Zoom platform. I can do it in any platform, but then Zoom I am more comfortable. So the Zoom is here. So same way in your organization also, for your employees to conduct the process the way it is, there will be certain requirement. It could be technical, it could be non-technical. For example, I need to pick up a tool which is kept 7 feet above the floor. Do you think I will easily pick it up?
No, sir.
You are complicating me. So employee requirement is made challenging. Instead of that, keep it at an easy reach. So what will happen? I will do my job beautifully. When I do my job beautifully, then quality will happen. What is quality? Right product in the right time. If you make me struggle, then I will deliver late. Then I will deliver a defective item and all that will happen. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir. Means it means whatever the requirement to do the process, if we provide to the employee, then it will be benefited.
You should be, you should focus on 3 things. You should be efficient, effective, and also make it very simple. No,
Okay,
there is
sir.
no point simply complicating things, right? So
Okay.
make everything simple to your employees and provide what is needed, and thereby the end result can be great.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So switching on to this question, if you are about to hire 100 managers for your organization, why do you hire the manager? Are you hiring your managers to improve your results or to improve your process? Can you answer this question?
To improve process.
Improve process.
Improve the result.
Improve the result.
Results.
Improve the result. Yeah, result is important. Right.
Improve the process.
Improve the process. So both answers are coming. I could see. That means it's your approach. If you make all your managers focus on the result, as long as the manager is there, he will produce the result. Suppose if he is not there tomorrow, what will happen to your result? There is no answer, isn't it? So if you make your people focus on the result, please note you are making your organization people-centric. You cannot move out from your place. You have to be there to produce the result, right? Because you have made your organization people-centric. So instead of that, you try to make your managers focus on improving the process. All of you are hired by your company only to see to that you improve the processes, isn't it? And because when you improve the process, automatically result will improve, right? So the focus should be on improving the process, not the result. Results are important. I agree. Results are important. But your focus should be on improving the process. And now imagine, this is your business. What is this? Orange tree. Do you see a lot of fruits? That's the result coming on. And now you want to produce apples. Tell me, will you be able to produce apple in the same tree?
No, sir.
Definitely no. You can't change the fruit, but you can produce apple if you change the route, isn't it? That means process improvement, is important. You should be open to improvement. You should be open to changes in the process. If you run the same process, you will get the same result. But your organization expect you to improve the result. So change is something unavoidable. You must be open to the change. You must be open to the improvement. We call it process improvement. In Six Sigma, it is mathematically called as y equal to f of x. Where what is this y? Y is the result you want to improve. Y is the problem you want to solve. Y is the gap in performance. Your result, the y variable, it is mathematically called the dependent variable. Why it is called dependent variable? It depends on many other factors. For example, I want to maximize my profit. Do you think maximizing the profit is just a click of a button? No. You have to reduce the rejection, reduce the cost of poor quality. So many projects needs to be done. So whenever you understand the result which you want to impact depends on many other factors. For example, I want a better conversion here. For example, all of you are attending today. I want all of you to be in the classroom also tomorrow. Do you think that will happen just like that? No. Unless and until there is a quality in what you are doing, you may not get the conversion. Same way, if you really wanted to impact your y variable, for example, it's a heat treatment. You wanted to achieve a desired hardness, and now the temperature has to be set correctly, and the environment should be set correctly, time should be set correctly, and there are many things, isn't it? And all it depends. The hardness depends on many other factors, and that is what we call them the X factors. That is what we call them the X factors. And now, suppose you have your output, and suddenly your output came down. That's a problem for you. And what is that pulled your Y down? Definitely this X factor only. The factor which is majorly responsible for the pulling down of your Y is called critical factor. Because at the moment, a particular factor is playing its role, is playing heavily, and so that your Y is pulled down. I'll talk more about it tomorrow, and make it interesting with a coffee example, and then you will be able to better appreciate whatever I'm explaining today, right? So the X variable, which is responsible for the drop in your Y, is called a critical factor. How will you identify the criticality? And then if you fix that critical factor, your Y will be fixed. This is called Six Sigma way of problem solving. And now for fixing the fixing the X, how will you fix it? You will be using tools like regression. You will be using tools like design of experiments. How it is? We will be taking a simple case of coffee making, and then we will discuss in detail tomorrow, and so that you will better understand the mathematical relationship y is equal to f of x, and which we call it the Six Sigma way of problem solving. And now always in any organization, problems can be of two types. One is your oranges may not be good. Your oranges are not good. It comes with a bad quality, and the number of oranges are not sufficient. That means you have a problem with your existing product. And now Six Sigma gives you a methodology called DMAC. Consider using the methodology DMAC to improve the quality of your existing product. This is called product quality improvement. Suppose if your oranges are good, it is sold very well in the market, your market position is strong, and now in addition to the orange, you would now like to produce apples also. And now your requirement is new product development. Why did you come to new product development? All your products are already doing well. You are a market leader already. So now you will stop your quality levels are already AQL, acceptable quality level. Already you reached the point, and now you changed your strategy to develop new products. And now Six Sigma gives another approach, DMADV. Define, measure, analyze, design, and validate. So starting from concept generation till designing, prototype development and redesigning, again prototyping, and then validating, and finally launching in the market. And this is called product development. It can happen beautifully if you do it through the DMAT-V cycle, right? And if you use DMAT-V to develop new products, it is known as design for Six Sigma. If you use DMAT-V to develop new product, it is known as design for Six Sigma, because you launch the product with the highest quality. That's called DFSS, shortly known as DFSS. So this process improvement is applicable in all industries. Whether you are a manufacturing industry, can you see a lot of process here? If you are a banking industry, can you see a lot of process? How you give the vehicle loan? How do you issue the home loan? How do you issue banking, business loan? Your internet banking, fixed deposit, everything is a process. Supply chain management, your manufacturing, your distribution, retail location, customer, and raw material to supplier. This is supply chain. Everything is a process. Requirement is a process, isn't it? Purchase and then supply and everything is a process. Same way, if you are a BPO, you're outsourcing part of your work from a third party. And now whether it is a call answering process or or is it a customer support you outsourced, or is it a third party verification you outsourced? Anything, isn't it? Some people have a even outsourced a contract worker to produce part of their components, and these are all BPOs. And you can understand this principle of process improvement is applicable in all the industries. That means Six Sigma is applicable in all segments. Many people wrongly think that Six Sigma is applicable only in manufacturing because it evolved from a manufacturing industry, right? Motorola. But if you know it is all about process improvement, you will be able to realize it can be used to improve the operational processes as well as the transactional processes. It can be manufacturing, it can be administrative process, or it can be business process. Suppose if you are a government industry, there also it is applicable. You are a process industry, it is applicable. You are a bank, it is applicable. You are a call center, it is applicable. You are an educational institution, it is applicable. Six Sigma is applicable everywhere. Hope it is clear. So moving on. Path to